Welcome back, everyone. It's episode 2 of season 5. We had the draft that we wanted by getting that QB we wanted. We got a coach with the system that'll hopefully use our talent better. Started a new season, Sunday night primetime game at the Chiefs. Tough way to start the season for a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback, but I have faith in this team. I have a good feeling about this team. With that said, we have a little bit of a brutal first 5 weeks of the schedule. Starting the season on the road against the Chiefs, who won 10 games last year. Then we go on the road against the Ravens, who won, I think, 9 games last year, but ended up going to the Super Bowl. And then we got the Raiders. It's a division game, so it's bound to be tough. 3 road games in a row to start the season. Then our first home game is against the defending Super Bowl champions. And then you got the Browns after that, who's been having just successful year after successful year since the start of the series. So our first 5 weeks will be a test. But if we come out of it, I say I'd really like 4-1. But if I'm optimistically guessing, I'd say we can manage about 3-2. I think we got the Chiefs, Raiders. We could probably get the Browns. The Ravens and Buccaneers will be tough, but I think we showed last year in our playoff game that we can handle the Ravens for most of the game as long as we have better play calling. So there's a chance that we can win that game as well. Buccaneers, I don't know. They won the Super Bowl. They beat the team we couldn't beat, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what our record is as we head into that bye week. I do have a few moves that I made before we get started. We drafted a ton of linebackers, so I actually had too many people on the roster. I had to get rid of some. That linebacker spot just had way too many players, so some of the linebackers were the casualties. Now, if you remember, in order to get the quarterback that we wanted, we had to trade our first-round pick this year to the Steelers. However, they really wanted 2 of our linebackers, Marquis Gordon and Jordan Hahn. So when paired with a third-round pick from this year, I ended up getting their first-round pick. Keep in mind, they had the first overall pick last year. So assuming they didn't improve that much, that's still going to be a high pick. And it replaces the first-round pick that we traded away. So we have a first-round pick again. I also traded away linebacker Amike Ogbule to Seattle for their second-round pick next year. So I unloaded a bunch of linebackers, and I got back a first-round pick this year and a second-round pick next year. Linebackers that probably weren't going to be on the team anyway, so we got quite a bit for them. All I really gave up was a third-round pick, so I'll take it. Anyway, that's all for the updates. Let's see how the team does. I'm very excited, however, I'm cautiously optimistic because I know we have a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. So, fingers crossed. But I still have my expectations, but I'm not hammering down on anyone if we start off struggling. Can't finish the year struggling, but maybe this first few games I can understand. Anyway, it's game time. Enjoy. See you after the game.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. On Travis Kelce, unable to pull it in. And now it's 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
On 1st down, Swartz. He'll get this to Ward. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Schwartz got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15.
They go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throwing on 1st down, Swartz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
1st carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 29, Mahomes.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 6 there on first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Schwartz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Out of the backfield. A gain of 7. First down, Nighthawk.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's
Back to throw. Schwartz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
number 84.
12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 6-yard
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Schwartz. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. Looking to throw. Schwartz. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Oklahoma City.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Schwartz over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And an Oklahoma City 1st down.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A give. This is Chubb. Malik Harrison on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Schwartz's pass.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, Schwartz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They face a 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by Emmanuel Mosley. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. This time it's Joe. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And it's
Back to throw. Schwartz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. That's complete to Ward. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really nice chip.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
Chiefs, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but Let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
They'll take over. First,
the offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Schwartz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Schwartz's pass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down, Oklahoma City.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
On the stop.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now
hands it off out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
At the 3-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. From the gun, Schwartz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Schwartz's pass.
From 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
Chiefs, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. finding his target. It's Ward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Schwartz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 31-28, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. A 20-point win, 34-14, the final. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Building offense. Don't you do that.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Schwartz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll He'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Swartz. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's complete to Robinson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Mahomes to throw once more. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 26.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Chubb on the carry.
Second down at 7.
Jones on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
And again, it's Chubb.
at the 29-yard line.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Schwartz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
To throw on second down. Schwartz. Catch made here by Campbell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Noddy on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw on second down. Schwartz. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down. Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They complete it to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the 30.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
A loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
is Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
2 yards on
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mahomes' pass intended for Travis Kelce. Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
On the return, they'll take over.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Oklahoma City.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Chubb on the carry. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Operating from the gun. Swartz. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and it's incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's Mahomes again. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Clyde Edwards.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
He was brought down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Chubb.
2nd and 6.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I've give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing again. Swartz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
Chiefs 15.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. It's Hill, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, so not a bad game. In fact, he actually had a pretty decent game. 3 touchdowns, 332 yards, almost 70% completion percentage. He did throw a couple interceptions though, so can't hope for perfection out of a rookie from his first game, especially when you're on the road against a division rival. That's a good team, but we pretty much handled them from beginning to end. Nice 34-15 win. As far as play calling, I had wondered at the start there if we were ever going to run the ball again. I'm starting to think I have to use a spread in order to get carries or something. Every time I choose a power run scheme, we only run it like 20 times a game. But Nick Chubb ended up getting his carries later on when we were trying to finish it off. So, I guess he got his stats, but he wasn't the main focal point of, establishing the run and then controlling the game. So, but hey, we won 34-15 against a rival, against a good team. Shut down a good quarterback. And we've seen some promising things. So, can't complain. I look forward to the future of this quarterback. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Check out the next video tomorrow.